Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Kamaldeep Sangwan, working as Assistant Professor Rural Development at Haryana Institute of Rural Development and State Level Apex Institute. I welcome all the participants who have spared their precious time to join this webinar of COVID-19 appropriate behavior. That is a very significant contribution to the nation in the time of this pandemic. And I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to NIDM and especially to Major General Manoj Kumar Bindal, Vishisht Seva Medal, Executive Director, National Institute of Disaster Management, Professor Santosh Kumar, who's taking this initiative, Dr. Balu, Dr. Raka, and entire NIDM team for providing us this opportunity of collaboration. We are indeed grateful for this platform which is being provided to us. And I would also like to express my gratitude to our Principal Secretary, Shri Sudhir Rajpal ji IAS, Development and Panchayat Department, Government of Haryana, and Shri Hardeep Singh IAS, Director Rural Development, for their gratitude and supervision and motivation. I'm also thankful to our Director HIRD, Shri R.K. Mehta ji, my colleagues, Shri Sunil Kumar, Sandeep Bhardwaj, Sushil Mehta, and entire HIRD team for their cooperation in making this possible. Now, without taking much time, I would like to invite Professor Santosh Kumar for briefing or enlightenment about this program. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Kamal Singh, Kamal Deep. A very warm welcome to Professor Santosh Kumar, sir. It's my pleasure to introduce him. Professor Santosh Kumar, sir, has a 3-decadal experience in governance, inclusive disaster risk reduction, and he was also served as a director, SARC Center, and he was also a former director, National Institute of Disaster Management. He was also trained at Israel in the field of disaster management. And this Child-Centric Disaster Risk Reduction Center is also a brainchild of Professor Santosh Kumar, sir. And we all very happy to work under the leadership of Professor Santosh Kumar, sir. With this small introduction, now let me invite Professor Santosh Kumar, sir, to deliver a opening remarks in this webinar on COVID-19 appropriate behavior. Please welcome, sir. Yeah, the session is handed over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Balu, and all the distinguished delegates from Haryana Institute of Public Administration, the senior officials of Government of Haryana, for actually being part of the Institute of Disaster Management, especially the Child-Centric Disaster Risk Management. NIDM, you all know, and the government, we all know, so we don't have to waste time on that, what NIDM does. But Child-Centric Disaster Risk Management Center is a new center, which we thought after seeing this various disasters and found that children are the real culprit of what happens in the disaster, and they get different kind of an impact. When we say children, meaning thereby we are talking about future generation of the country. So how our future generation can be taken care of during such kind of a crisis, and how they can be sailed through in this kind of a pandemic, COVID-19. Many things which made us to actually setting up this center. A lot of noise is coming, Dr. Ban.
Yeah, I have control, sir. Please carry on, sir.
Okay. The idea was to how to make future generation resilient and safer, and that led to the establishment of the child-centric DRR. And our job is to look at specifically that how children get suffered, understand the challenges, and also look for the solution. And this solution, all these solutions would be taken to the highest authority of the state, to the country also, and then we design a specific program. And whenever we are responding to various disasters, we should be also looking at the children issues. And second thing which we had also in the mind that they are the sufferer, and sufferer could also become the part of the decision-making process. Meaning thereby, when we make a plan for disaster risk reduction, how the children are going to get in themselves. Although we know that children, definition of children is from 0 years to, you can very well say that up to 18 years of age. And a different age group of the children, they have different problems. If it is less than 2 years, they have a differential problem. They don't speak, they don't express. And then we have to understand the dilemma or the challenges when we are putting them into a relief camp or evacuating them, or also when we are providing services of food and other things. So these led us to actually detailed study for the this impact of disaster. So in this context, child-centric disaster risk management and Haryana Institute of Public Administration, Government of Haryana, along with the National Institute of Disaster, we thought put together that how we have more partnership and actually look this issue in a very kind of in depth, so that we can come out with good solutions, pragmatic solutions. So once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks for joining this hands and also giving an IDM and child-centric DRR team by Dr. Raka, Dr. Balu, and Mr. Ranjan, who coordinated with this. I will just flag 2-3 issues, and then I would show it open to all the distinguished delegates to deliberate upon. I was just looking at that how in the COVID-19, when we say that what should be the apt behavior when we talk about, and what is not an apt behavior. So if we say that what is desirable and what is not desirable, if we can make a very clear-cut distinction, then probably we can safely fight the battle against this COVID-19. What is happening at most of the time, last 6 months now, it's gradually getting into our DNA, that our habit that putting up a mask when we are into gathering, we are avoiding travels, we are not going to visit malls and other places. More our lifestyle is like banking on digital shopping, digital facilities. Schools are closed. Then we have our offices not in full strength running. Plus also training and these institutions are closed, and largely interaction with the digital thing. And in this scenario, how still we have to the cases of 70,000 and 80,000, which is increasing, and earlier it was almost crossed 80,000, now 70,000 per day. So idea is that 70,000 is a big number. And how to inform people, how to inform larger audience to the last mile, that what are the actually things to be done when we wish to save ourselves. When we are wearing masks, we are not saying that we are helping the country. We are helping the country is one thing, but we are also helping ourselves. We are our vulnerability gets reduced if we are wearing our mask. Today, which we say that is a World Hand Wash Day, and how many times we're carefully washing our hands, and the mind always give the kind of a direction that what are the things which you are touching, and then whether we are cleaning it up or not, and straight away we are touching our face. In the past, that people take their hands to their face more than 1,000 times in a normal scenario. So how much we have been able to stop that habit which has been formed over the ages, and we have been doing it. So third thing is then what are the now festivals are approaching, and in the festival what could be the possible behavior. What I would suggest here, I was discussing, and which I would feel happy to share, that we are going to have a very quick this webinar on different languages of the country, like Tamil and then Malayali, then we have Bengali, Assamese, and so on and so forth. The webinar and conducting. So I would suggest in each state also how the state government can talk today. Maybe I'm talking in English or in Hindi. I don't know how many audience from South, those who have joined here, but I see many of them are from Telangana or other places also. So have a kind of a pan-India understanding. We are using this language of English. But largely, those people who are actually at times become very careless about this, their own personal safety. We need to inform them that is for their good sake. So please adhere to the norms, and if you are going in a public meeting, what is to be done? If you are dealing with files, what is to be done? If you are dealing with the people in the shops, and what is to be done? At times we say that it's a paranoid we become to the issues. But we say that in the disaster moment, overdoing is always good than underdoing. Underdoing is very fatal, and if we underdo or underplay this COVID-19, then probably our challenges are much more. So how to inform people? We need to look at the mechanism. Like जैसे पुराने टाइम में होता था कि लाउड स्पीकर पे और रिक्शे पे लेके लाउड स्पीकर पे लोगों को जाते थे, घर डोर टू डोर कैंपेन करते थे, इन्फॉर्म करते थे. We need to look at those kind of indigenous methods also to reach out to the people. जहाँ पे स्क्वाटर्स हैं या जहाँ पे ज्यादा लोग जमा होते हैं, how to behave. Everywhere the behavior is different. If you are catching a flight, then you have a different behavior to follow in the time of COVID-19 for safety of yours and also safety of others. So similarly, while boarding train or bus or going to school or offices, everywhere we have to see if you're in the family, sitting in the family, our 7 people are in the at home, then how much distance we should have. We are not regularly checking everybody's temperature in the household level. Even if we do, we can do for the better to do it. So a few more months which we can think that we should be hyper or rather more active in engaging ourselves in this opting a correct behavior in fighting COVID-19. So many of the WHO and Government of India's initiatives which are rolled down, Honorable Prime Minister has been again and again requesting and appealing to the people, please wear your mask, please wash your hands, please keep the distance, and so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is the leadership at the highest level is concerned and propagating such kind of a thing, and then as a citizen, we should also be much more sincere that what Honorable Prime Minister will be. The first thing, he's also saying that if you don't do, you're damaging yourselves, your family members, and say, and all the neighborhood and so on and so forth. So in this context, I would just say that hammering again and again probably would be much better ideas. Even if it gets 100 times repeated, no harm in it. But we need to have a kind of a different approach during the time of COVID-19, which we say that that we call it a new normal. But I would just flag one more thing. Like suppose if during this time, if any disaster happens, like what is happening in Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad visuals you might be seeing, and there will in the third scenario, how during the COVID-19, what could be the behavior of the individuals? When the rescue teams are coming, what should be the possible behavior of the rescuers and our rescue? So every time in different situation, we need to make a matrix of behavior that in such situation, these are the behavior required. And that matrix could be circulated to the larger audience. So I would just end wishing everyone, all the best, and stay healthy, stay safe, and keep adhering to those norms which have been prescribed. Although we say that COVID-19, we do not know how it happens, how it goes, and a very, very unpredictable scenario. We do not know the symptoms even. So in this uncertainties, the best thing is to take precautions to ourselves and request others to be careful about themselves also. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and also partnering with NIDM. I'm really grateful to Government of Haryana and also that institute, and extend my heartfelt thanks to all the officials for making it happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Santosh sir, for sharing some important points related to this COVID-19 appropriate behavior. As you rightly said, the importance of wearing mask and keeping social distancing. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. I'm just handing over to Dr. Kamaldeep. Dr. Kamaldeep. Request you to introduce
Balu.
yourself.
Dr. Balu. I think we have Director HIRD R.K. Mehta ji with us. Maybe Hardeep sir may be busy with the press conference, the already scheduled conference with MORD. So I would request Director sir to address, present the keynote address.
My sincere regards to Dr. Mehta, the director of the institute. My sincere regards to you, sir.
Thank you, Kamaldeep. Thank you, Dr. Balu. And I must say thanks to Professor Kumar, who has very rightly summed up the objective of this webinar, what we have to do, how we have to do, what is the circumstantial, I think, results of this COVID-19. There is no symptom. We all will be agree there is no symptom. And we have to be a part of this campaign. This is a public campaign, public movement. Unless we make it Jan Andolan, we cannot succeed. This is my firm opinion. So ultimately, since the Prime Minister, one of the Prime Minister has launched the program, October 20, being a campaign of this part of the campaign, I am very thankful to NIDM and Government of India, because they have given us a chance, the HIRD, to be a part of this campaign. And ultimately, all citizens, everyone has to be a part of this campaign. I think every ministry is also working on this. Haryana is lucky because Haryana HIRD has got the chance to become a first of this kind of, I think, launch the program. And why this is necessary in this COVID situation, wearing mask, maintaining a distance, and then hand hygiene. All the three things are necessary because there is no vaccine as of today. Trials are going on, but there is no vaccine available today. So we have to wear the mask. Mask is the only vaccine. That's why the Government of India is, I think, stressing time and again why this mask is necessary. And plus, then now we come to this another part of this COVID-19. How fatal is this? Not only India, not only Haryana, the entire world is suffering from this COVID-19. Then, unless we make it a public campaign, as you all know, everywhere we are saying the public are taking care of all the things. And now we will be again asking all the citizens of the Haryana, even our department's employees also, they are involved in this program, our ministries, our functionaries, everywhere. Even our resource persons also involved in this program to make the COVID-19 appropriate behavior successful. And I will again say, these are the objectives of this COVID-19 appropriate behavior: to orient and Jan Andolan campaign, to provide knowledge to the public, then to discuss the COVID-19 appropriate behavior in the time of festivals. Now, the festival season is coming up. In the very near future, now next will be the Dussehra, Diwali, and other functions also, our festivals also. We need to make an awareness in the public how to keep the distance, how to make them safe from this COVID-19. And again, even the last week also, we organized a program in our institute also to take a pledge on COVID-19 behavior. And this is also given a message. The media is very active nowadays. And by media, this management, we can, I think, make it more successful. And then again, learning methods, how to impart the knowledge to the public by giving these learning methods. We in HIRD, we are going to prepare these training videos also on all these subjects, which will be very useful while we will be imparting training to our trainers and master trainers and the public. Then we will be able to show them, because only seeing is not believing. Otherwise, it will not be very helpful. Then another part of Jan Andolan, I remember when I was state project director of Swachh Bharat Mission almost 5-6 years back, we made the Haryana open defecation free. It was only possible by making it a Jan Andolan. Otherwise, for the last 10-15 years, we are making payment to the villages, to the individuals for toilets. That was not successful. When we mold it to the program of Jan Andolan, then all people get the success. Likewise, this program, COVID-19 also, we will have to make it a public participation program by making it a Jan Andolan. I think with these words, I will not take much time because there are so many here, and I am very thankful, Dr. Balu, Mr. Dosh Kumar, and our Kavaldeep Singh Sarpan, who is very happy organizing this program. Our entire team, our secretary also, who is busy in some other meeting. He was asking me that he will definitely join, but since he is busy with the meeting with chief secretary, he couldn't join us. Now our tourism department also, he is over here. He has another BC from 3 to 5 with the Ministry of RD. I will request him, if he has some time, so he must address to the participants and audience. Thank you, Dr. Kamaldeep. Thank you, Dr. Balu. I am again very thankful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable presence in this program. So, on behalf of NIDM, I also like to extend my gratitude to you, Mr. Dr. Kamaldeep. Would you speak?
Yes, thank you, sir, for your aptly summed up remarks. Haryana is actually lucky state because we have educated sarpanches, PRI members that are playing very active role in this throughout the COVID resilience campaign. We have at HIRD, we have also involved them through WhatsApp groups and other audiovisual platforms. So that is why HIRD and Haryana is able to curtail that COVID spread in rural areas, and we are in a better position. So this is Dr. Balu, I think.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Kamaldeep. Now let's start the session.
Yes.
Dr. Kamaldeep, is my PowerPoint is visible?
Yeah, this is visible. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, very good evening to all of you. In this COVID-19 situation, now it's very important to discuss about this appropriate behavior in COVID-19. So the first case of COVID was found in December in 2019 in Wuhan, and it was infected. I request all the panelists to kindly mute your mic, please. Being sorry for this inconvenience, to manage the technical part also. So just let me take a few minutes. Yeah. Case found in Wuhan, and in India, 30th January 2020, the first case was. And after that, we know so many people have been infected with this COVID-19. And so now the average cases was raised till 95,000, and it's almost controlled. If you see the recent data as on October 12, the total case was 71 lakh, almost more than 70 lakh people have been infected. And fortunately, we need to see the positive data. It's around 61 lakh people have been recovered. It shows the resilience body which is being had by the Indian. and it is almost 86%. So 86% of the people have been recovered from this COVID-19, and the death rate is almost 1.5%. And as of now, the active cases are only 12%. It's almost 6 lakh people, right? And if you also see the data for the past few weeks, almost for 4 or 5 weeks, during 9th September to 15th September, it was almost 92,000. And if you see the last week data, it is being controlled to 72,000. Almost 20,000 has been reduced. So it's all an example how the government and the state governments have been taken various actions to control this COVID-19. So by considering these festivals and winter seasons and opening up of the economy, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has initiated a campaign called Jan Andolan on 8th October, because now we are going to celebrate a lot of festivals, and also we are in the winter season, which is going to give which is going to increase our risk, because naturally when we have festivals, the crowd also will be increased in the public places, which is going to increase our risk. So in this connection, we need to learn what are the appropriate behavior we need to follow during this COVID-19. So if you see, there are 3 important things which we need to follow in our life to reduce or mitigate the risk of COVID-19. One is wearing a face mask and maintaining a social distancing and washing our hands. These are the 3 important aspects which we need to follow in our day-to-day life. And of course, we all know these informations, but even though are we following in our life, it's a question mark. Even the people also is not fearing importance to all these 3 aspects. Okay. The first point, as we all discussed, wearing one of the most important thing. And what are the appropriate behavior which we need to know while wearing a face mask? That is also most important. So when you are wearing a face mask, you need to follow these methods. So first you need to wear the top string, right? The top string you need to first wear. And after that, you need to ensure, once you are wearing, you need to also ensure your mouth and nose are fully covered. And many people in day-to-day life, I am also seeing many people have been just wearing a mask for the sake of police and for the just naam ke vaste kar rahe. So, but we need to ensure our mouth and nose are fully covered. And at the same time, we also need to ensure there is no difficulty in breathing while wearing a face mask. Otherwise, it will also make another risk. So, and while wearing the face mask, which we need to understand, we should not touch the mask in our finger. By using our finger, we should not touch the mask. So before wearing mask, you need to wash your hand with soap or hand sanitizer. And after that, start please wearing a mask. And when you are untying your mask, and you also need to first remove the bottom string. Okay, after removing the bottom string, you need to keep your mask in a proper sealed cover so that it will be safe, right? So these 5 to follow. But of course, most of the people we know and we are seeing in many campaign and advertisements in TV and newspaper also, but we are not following. See, these are all some of the these 4 pictures. If you see, which is in the cross mark, it's not a, it's all improper way of wearing the mask. But I am seeing in my day-to-day life, many people are following this. Many people are using wearing the mask like this, like without covering your nose, just cover only mouth. And some people have wearing but just covering only their nose. And some people just hold on their ear and just keeping on their neck. Or in many times I have seen some people were keeping it in their head like a helmet. So it's all not an improper way of wearing a mask. It won't help you at all, right? So the proper way of wearing mask we have seen in the first slide. So you need to wear first your top string, and before touch the mask, you need to wash your hand, and after that you need to fully cover your face, and you need to ensure your mouth and nose both are covered fully, so that it will reduce risk from the infection of COVID-19, right? And the second aspects, if you see washing hands, this was the most important thing from the initial days onwards, being advised by all the scientists. But still, we need to practice, right? We need to ensure and we are washing our hands frequently. Even for washing the hands, we need to wash. We need to use safe water, as well as we also need to use the soap or hand sanitizer. So even if we are using such things, and we need to follow these 8 steps which is being suggested by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So I just remember in the initial days, the school children were taught with how to wash their hands properly. So the children were perfectly doing. Even many times when I'm going out and coming inside home, just I used to put my fingers in the water and just come. So my children even used to tell me, "Don't do, Baba, don't do like this. Please wash properly." And they were teaching me with all these 8 steps how to wash the hands properly. So these 8 steps were given here, which we need to follow in our day-to-day life when we are washing our hands. So first thing, what we need to do, palm to palm, both the palm you need to rub, and after that, in between fingers, you can see. I'm now talking about the second picture. So you have to wash your between fingers. That back side of the hands also you need to do it. And the fourth step, the base of thumbs, so where, and also covers with the nail. So this is the place where all the virus is mostly being in our fingers. And the back side of the fingers also we need to wash properly. And the sixth step, we need to clean with the fingernails and wrist. And finally we need to rinse and wipe dry. Okay, so and before while washing our hands, we also need to use the soap. That is most important. So you can use any soaps, which is soap which is available in your home. And the third most important aspect is social distancing. So social distancing, there are certain do's and don'ts which we need to understand. So minimum we need to maintain at least 1 meter distance when you're visiting any hospital, market, or any public places. You need to take care of it. Minimum 1 meter distance should be maintained between all other people. And as far as concerned, it's better to work from home, which is going to save your life. And even you may have tuitions or any other workshops. It all you can now. Even the government of India is also encouraging to do it in the platform. So it's better to work from home to reduce our risk. And if you are having any social events in your place, always have a minimum number of guests in your events. Okay, and certain don'ts also you need to do. So you just think before go outside for any purpose. You think whether it is very important or not. If you feel it is very important, then please visit. Otherwise, avoid always visiting crowded places. And like non-essential social, commercial, and religious, cultural, sporting events also you need to avoid. Please avoid such attending such events. Even the marriages are also being celebrated, conducted over online, so you can have a live telecast and attend the meeting or marriages over the online platform. And always we also need to avoid shaking hands and hugging as a matter of. And now the government of India is come up with resuming the transports, like slowly the flight number of flights and trains and the buses have also been increased. We need to think before travel. We need to think whether it is very essential or not. If you feel it is very important, then you travel. Otherwise, please avoid non-essential travels. And we have a habit of going to or visiting to the tourist spot at the time of festivals. And this COVID-19 situation, it's better to avoid visiting such places. So even some information which we have discussed earlier, even though I would like to reinforce with you for just there is some issue with the live telecast. I will. Okay, so when we meet each other, especially in the festival time, we may very happy to meet our friends and family members, and we like to hug with others, and especially the youth people. And when they drink, they do not know what they are doing. So many days you may meet your friends and your relatives, you may very eager to hug them. So as I'm suggesting, it's always better to avoid hugging and shaking hand. So now we are in the COVID-19 situation, it's always better to use your the bombs and say namaste. This is the thing which is going to reduce your infection from COVID-19. Okay, and so as like visiting places. Of course, when the festivals are coming, we may be interested and eager to go to the shopping malls, or we may eager to uh, some markets, buy vegetables, dresses, even for crack early. So you are just shop where there is no crowd. So you ensure that is you are not visiting to any crowded place. Okay, that's most important to save your life. And to the closed spaces with a poor ventilation. Even if you are in your home, please open all the windows. Okay, and then if you are office, in case if you are sitting in some hall, ensure that you have a enough ventilation in your room. And even if you are meeting someone, of course, you need to maintain a social distancing, but always avoid close contacts. Always avoid close contacts. All know now definitely everyone is going to make a travel. Even you may travel from your home to office, or office to home, or you may visit some temple, or you may visit city for buying dresses or crackers at the time of festival, or chat puja, turka puja. All the festivals are very close to us now, so you may be interested to visit the places. And ensure, if you are visiting any place, ensure that before travel you are having these both things with you. One is face mask and sanitizer. These are the two important things which you need to have always with you when you are traveling. When you are before traveling, you just have with you one is hand. If possible, even you can uh, gloves also. So these three things are important when you are before traveling. Please take it with you. Like earlier, before you leave your home, when you are taking going by, you used to take a helmet. Now think you need to take 3 4 items with you: helmet, face mask, sanitizer, and gloves. So these are the 4 important things which you need to take with you before traveling outside. And of course, still there is no enough travel facility. And even if you travel by rickshaw, if you travel by car, or if you're traveling by uh, any auto, you ensure that only the permitted number of passengers should be allowed are sitting in the autos. And if you see in share, large number of people used to have seen some of the video of Andhra Pradesh. Almost 25 people have been traveling in one auto. The policeman used to count how many people are sitting inside. So please avoid the behavior in COVID-19 situation. So even if somebody is traveling more than the permitted number, you need to educate the auto wala or the passengers to tell them don't travel this many people. So, and you also before you enter into any vehicle, and ensure only there is a permitted number of people are traveling by this auto or any car. Okay, and of course, you may everybody is not having a two car. So many people we may try to go by a bus. So at that time, when you are sitting in a bus stop, or when you are waiting for a bus, or when you are getting inside the bus, always ensure you are maintaining a social distance with others. Right? Many times, what happens, we if you are following the social distancing, but other colleagues or other friends, people who are being with you, they may not maintain the social distancing. They may be coming very closer to you. So at that time, you need to educate them. So you also, it is not only going to save you, it is also going to save your entire family. So you also need to follow the social distancing. At the same time, you also need to educate other people to ensure this social distancing. And even you may travel by metro train also. Please avoid the seats which is being crossed. It may be a theater, or it may be a metro train, it may be a bus. So always maintain your social distancing and avoid sitting in the seats where there is a cross mark. And nowadays even the hospitals are also with filled, and of course there is a cross mark, there is a yellow line, but are we following it? Are we following it in our day-to-day life? So it's all very most important behavior which we need to adapt in our life, and we need to follow, and also we need to educate other people, and we also enable our children to follow such behaviors. So even if you are sitting in the bus and but now in most of the governments and private buses also they are ensuring the social distancing, and one seat is vacant and another seat is allowed to. Okay, so even if you are commuting to your office by public transport, or if you are commuting to a city for any other work, always, even if you are traveling in bus, you ensure you are maintaining a social distancing, and you are also wearing a mask. Now, anyhow, today we are going to the market for buying some groceries and vegetables. But now even people are very casual with their own practices, and people are thinking, not fearing about their life. And we need to educate all the people, and it should start from the self, right? When you are going to the market or when you are going to any shop, please always ensure the social distancing. You can see this picture, and in many shops or hospitals, even in markets and malls, everywhere I've seen such a circles or some yellow lines to stand. But are we doing it? No, of course we are not doing that. So we need to follow. When you are going to a market, and you need to follow this, you need to stand in that circle only. Once that particular person has bought whatever things you want, once the person left, then you can move forward. Okay, always we are hurry with our other work, and we are not ready to wait anywhere. So we used to run away, and we used to, even in the grocery shops and all, if you saw in the lockdown time, people are not maintaining social distancing, just they are in a target to buy the things. Of course it's buying the things are also most important, but more than that your life is important. So always ensure you are maintaining social distancing, and remember and use the circles or yellow lines wherever in the public places. And even in shops, if it is not available such marks, you just educate those shop wallahs to make such circles and yellow lines. And now the customers are also encouraging physical distancing. This is what we were also discussing in the previous slides. But I'm I'm just wondering why people are not following. Even if you are not aware of the distance, of course, the engineers are they made a boxes for you only, but we are not following. So we need to just realize the importance of maintaining a social distancing, and wherever you may visit, please you go and maintain a social distancing. After at the time of festival, now all the people may be willing to go to the temple, and after so many months the governments were also started reopening of the temples, isn't it? So when they started reopening of the temple, and when the festivals are coming, they will be very much eager to visit the temple. So even if you are going to the temple, please always ensure your social distancing, and take off your shoes or footwear. If you are having your own vehicle, please keep it inside itself. Don't keep it in the crowded place, or to keep it with all other shoes. Okay, so especially in the temple, made to challenging task, but we need to ensure we are maintaining a social distancing even at the temple also. And in office place also, we need to change our we need to rearrange our seatings, right? We need to rearrange our seatings. If you are having a closed rooms, it's better to always avoid using ACs, and ensure that you are having enough ventilation. If your room not have, if your room is having a poor ventilation, better to not use such rooms, and sit in an open place in your office also. And also, even in your office, if you're having a meeting and if you're having any conferences, please ensure you are having a social distancing, and the seating arrangement should be done accordingly. That is most important. If you are making a seating arrangement by maintaining social distancing, definitely the people will follow. But if you are not changing your seats, then maintaining social distancing will be problem. And even still, many offices, they were running with a roster system, and if you're not having enough places, and if always you can follow this roster system to avoid a crowd in your office, or to ensure the social distancing in your office. Okay, so it may be your office, or it may be your house, or now we need to go for this appropriate behavior to mitigate the risk from infection of COVID-19. And the universities and colleges and were also conducting the examination, and many universities were come up with online examinations, and some institutions were conducting with the physical examination, and the seating arrangements also should be done accordingly. Of course, usually in the examination center we used to maintain the distance, but earlier, if you are making two people to sit in one chair, now you have to ensure only one person is sitting in one bench, so that you can ensure that a 6 feet distance of social distancing from others. So more than the examinations and all others, the life of the people is most important, and it is also helping the country as well as helping yourself and helping your family and society. So wherever you may be, it is very essential to maintain the social distancing. In case if anybody is infected or anybody is having any such symptoms, you need to, if you are having a cough, or if you are having any, if you are sneezing, or if you are coughing, please use a tissue or handkerchief. Don't sneeze or don't cough in an open place, because you may do it in open place, but always use a handkerchief or tissues. If you are not having both, please always use your elbow. Please always use your elbow while sneezing or coughing. So after sneezing or coughing, dispose the tissues into the closed dustbin. Okay. So after sneezing, it is also very essential to wash your hands properly with soap. It is not just immersing your hands with water. You need to wash your hands properly with sanitizer or soap. And apart from that, in your home, always you need to clean the houses regularly. Okay, in the lockdown period, we may have many people were doing, and have observed in many villages and in some families, they were regularly cleaning their houses. So still the COVID-19 is not completed. It is with us. So still finding vaccination, it's our responsibility to clean our house regularly to prevent ourselves or to mitigate ourselves from the infection of COVID-19. And we also need to regularly, we also need to disinfect sanitize or surfaces which we are frequently touching. For example, like phones or stairs or electronic devices or door handle or keyboard or elevators or windows or doors. These are all the areas and surfaces where we frequently touch, and we need to ensure regularly disinfecting or sanitizing such places at the time of regularly in your home. It may be your office or it may be your home, and you need to ensure that that particular surfaces or the items which need to be disinfected regularly. Change our behavior. The people who are smoking drinks or using tobacco, you are most highly vulnerable. You are more susceptible to increase the risk. So when the smokers are likely to develop the symptoms of COVID-19, because you are using your fingers to smoke. So you are touching your various surfaces, and you may also touch the scissors, and you may smoke. So when you are doing it, you are touching your mouth also. So these all also which is increasing the risk. So the smoking increases the possibility of transmission of viruses from your finger to mouth. So please avoid such behaviors or avoid such practices. Even for cleaning of your house or some repair work, if a carpenter or plumber or any other service providers are visiting to your home, you just ensure that they have washed their hands and they are wearing a mask and they are also using the sanitizer. Enter into your home for any providing any services, and you ensure that they are following this COVID-19 appropriate behavior, or like ensuring this social distancing and ensuring wearing of masks. Okay, now people are mostly depending on these online services like Zomato or Flipkart. Okay, so we need to ensure that the service providers also following such appropriate behaviors. So COVID-19 is not yet over, which we all need to know. And so it's all, do not start visiting to others and organizing social functions, and always stay home and stay safe. So you may celebrate any festivals, please celebrate from your home itself. So this year, this is the only law you want to do it from your home. Okay, which will also reduce your expenditure, also will save you. So do not visit any places for any social functions and whatever may be. So always do it whatever you want from your home itself. So till finding this vaccination, it's our responsibility to save ourselves and our children and the society. So always be in your home and avoid stepping out. There are four most important people which we need to protect, like citizens above the age of who are with morbidity conditions, the pregnant women, and children under the age of 10. They are most vulnerable people. We need to give more, we need to take care of much of these people and ensure that they are not stepping out of our home for unnecessarily. Even if you are facing of dress or crackers or visiting to the market, avoid taking your children with you. This is the most parents are doing the mistake. They are taking their children with them for going to shop or going to market, any place. So if you have any elder people in your home, please ask your elder people, a grandma or grandpa, to take care of your children, and you are only visit the market, and ensure that only one person is regularly going to the market or any other place or outside. Avoid all people going to stepping out of the home. And to protect your children from COVID-19, you also child to maintain a social distance and allow them to play with only indoor games. And also please avoid indoor games with others. So do not allow your neighborhood or other children to share the indoor games with your child. And no in person of any socializing like parties. You may celebrate a birthday party, or you may celebrate any marriage function, or you may have some function in your home. Please avoid others. Whatever you want, you spend your time with your children and your family. So many times we were busy with our profession, we may not have any much family. So use this situation. Now, whatever you want to do, please do it with your family members within your house. And like the children are mostly using mobile phones, toys, and cells and the toys, whatever the children are mostly using, always disinfect and frequently sanitize it. Okay, and the children's hands also need to be frequently washed and keep their hands clean. And you also teach them how to wear the mask properly. And if case any anxiety is associated with COVID-19 pandemic, it may lead to some psychological issues. Okay, in case if you or your child has like sudden changes in performance of physical or mental development, or poor attention or hyperactivity or mood or frequent temper or aggression recent sleep disturbances. If your child is not sleeping properly, if your child is not concentrating on education, and if your child gets angry frequently, it may be anxiety associated with COVID-19, which lead to a lot of psychological issues where you need to visit nearest health center with your child to give a counseling to your child. Behavior which we all need to follow is avoid splitting in public places. This is the most important reason where the COVID-19 spreads also. And most of the people, they are having a habit of chewing tobacco or any other things. So avoid always spitting in a public places. That is most important behavior which we all need to change ourselves. So avoid spitting in public places. If you feel spitting, you use either toilet or you use a wash basin. Okay, do not spit in the public places. And in case you're in your home or neighborhood, and ensure this following certain steps. And if you have any, you need to be in a home quarantine. Okay, so when you are in home quarantine, you need to stay in a ventilated single room with a attached toilet, bathroom facility. Okay, and relatives also should maintain distancing from the infected person. And the quarantine person also need to stay away from the elder people and children and pregnant women, and also need to wash your hands frequently and wear your mask. And items or the things which was used by the quarantine person should not be touched by other people, or before touch it, you always disinfect it. Due to this lockdown and COVID-19, many people were facing a lot of mental health issues. To avoid and to promote our mental health, we need to follow certain things. Always be positive and maintain a good work-life balance. So don't look at this negative data of COVID-19. Just see how many people have been recovered in a day-to-day life, how many people have come out of that COVID-19. And it's always better to look at the authenticated data. And you also practice yoga in your daily life in the evening or early morning, and you be always connected with your relatives and friends. If you are staying alone or if you are staying away from your family, always connect with your family through online and your friends, and always be active and engage in certain activities like playing games or listening music or doing some yoga or exercise, going for a walk. Okay, and it is also very essential to stay away from the tobacco or using alcohol or smoking. It's all need to be aware to promote your mental health, and ensure that every day you are sleeping minimum 8 hours. Go to bed very early and avoid using mobile phones before going to bed. Okay, and ensure every day you are minimum sleeping 8 hours. And in case if you are feeling any persistent or prolonged tiredness, if you are thinking of any particular issues, or if you feel any tiredness, or you have some changes in your eating patterns or changes in your sleeping pattern, sleeping time, or if you have some negative thoughts in your mind, or if some negative thoughts comes in your mind, or if you find something lack of interest in your routine works which you are enjoyed to do previously, and in case you are having any suicidal thoughts, it's also maybe it may be a serious psychological issue where you need to it could be under a depression, and you always please visit nearest health center or go to any psychologist for a proper counseling. Avoid such things as earlier I said, you connect with your family and friends and exercise and do a meditation regularly and sleep adequately, eat a balanced diet, and think positive always. These are the practices which is going to help you to promote your mental health. And if you have any problems related to COVID-19, you can call this toll-free number which is given by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And so by considering these festivals and reopening of the economy, and so the government of India has started a Jan Andolan campaign, which was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi ji, and they have also launched a campaign to take a pledge on Jan Andolan. This the link is given here, and after the program, I link in the group, so you can to our make appropriate behavior in this COVID-19. And once you do take this pledge, and you will be receiving a certificate from this My Government Jan Andolan COVID-19 appropriate behavior certificate will be given to you. And this is my son's certificate, and all our family, myself, my wife, and my both the children, we have taken this COVID-19 pledge. So I also request all of you to go to visit this website and take a pledge. Okay. So with this, let me conclude my presentation, and just I would like to reinforce few important behaviors like wearing of mask and maintaining social distancing and washing your hands. These are the three important behaviors which we need to adapt ourselves in our life, and to follow in our day-to-day life, so that we can mitigate the risk of infection of COVID-19. So with this, let me complete my presentation. And if you have any questions, you can also put it in the chat box. Okay. So questions, it can be kept in the chat box. So most of the informations which we have discussed is all known to ourselves and known to all the people. But the challenge is, are we following in our day-to-day life? That is the most important thing which we need to realize. Dr. Deep would like to share anything? Add?
Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Balu, very good presentation from your side. You have beautifully summed up. I would like to add some point to that, and maybe some maybe repetitions also, because there are the main these three things: personal hygiene, wearing mask, and keeping social distancing. But I have made a little presentation. If I can share that, some points I would like to make. Would I be able to share, Dr. Balu?
You want to say PPT, sir?
Yeah, yes.
Just a minute, I'll make you a presenter. And I think you are the presenter, and bottom 4-5 symbols. Third one is to share. So
It is not highlighted.
Minimize WebEx, open your mind, maximize the sharing.
Okay. But that share option is not highlighted.
Just wait. Still the.
Oh, yeah.
Just a minute. Still you. Now only you are become.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Balu. So
Yeah, please.
I have shared my PPT. So is it visible?
Yes, you can maximize it now.
Yeah. So this presentation was made earlier when I talked about addressed our representatives, officers from Haryana and also from other parts of the India. We organized one session in March also and one in July. So this presentation was made at that time, but the things are relevant even today also, because the preventive measures and other things are almost the same, because these are three things: wearing a mask properly, personal hygiene, hand wash, not spitting in the public, coughing, not if you are sneezing, you have to use your if you have a handkerchief, or you have to use your elbow, not your hands, so that contamination is not transmitted. So let me go through this. So this is a brief introduction about myself. At present, I am working about as assistant professor rural development in Haryana Institute of Rural Development. Earlier, I was proud to be associated with NIDM also. In 2014-15, I was working as a consultant in Ministry NIDM, National Institute of Disaster Management. And earlier also, I have worked as project officer in UNDP Punjab. So I have quite some experience in disaster management field, practical as well as theoretical experience. So these are the basic things about the COVID virus that we already know. That is a family of virus that affect the respiratory tract, and common cold to pneumonia are the symptoms. Okay, usually it has transmitted from the bats, but research is still on, and it can transmit from humans via respiratory droplets. That's the main thing. It is not like swine flu that it is airbound or other things are there. So we have to just control the droplets by keeping physical distancing. If we can do that, we can avoid this pandemic or this disease. So physical distancing, wearing mask, and frequently washing hands, and not to touch your eyes, nose, mouth without washing your hands. So this is the mantra for avoiding this. So this is the basic virus structure. Outside this virus structure is a protein membrane cell. So when we wash our hands with soap, this membrane gets dissolved, and that virus is deactivated, or in other ways you can say that it is ineffective. So it cannot cause any harm. So it is necessary that we use soap. Soap is the best thing, because sanitizers, you can never be sure with sanitizers whether it is genuine or whether it is and not having the correct composition, because in media recently we had some news also that there may be some wrong or some not proper with proper concentration of alcohol in sanitizers. So it is best to use water and soap if it's available. If it's not available, then you can go for a good sanitizer that may be from a reputed brand or some which you can trust. So these are different phases. It started from December 31st and it's still going on. So we have to be very cautious, as the government is running campaign, jab tak dawai nahi, tab tak koi dhilai nahi. And I believe even if there is a vaccine, prevention is always better than cure. So even if there is vaccine, if we can avoid it, we should avoid it with our precautionary measures like physical distancing, wearing proper masks, hand washing, personal hygienes, and avoid visiting public places which are avoidable. So these are the symptoms of corona infection: shortness of breath, high fever, vomiting, pneumonia, coughing, diarrhea in some cases, body ache is there, and day to day different symptoms are evolving and coming to forefront. So these are the preventions for this. Washing your hands with water, soap, and sanitizer. Minimum you should wash your hands for 40 seconds, and that also in this circulatory motions, washing properly with fingernails also, and all parts of your hand. So you should properly wash your hands with water and soap. Avoid contact with sick people and other people also. We have to follow physical distancing at all costs. Avoid touching eyes, mouth with unwashed hands. Don't eat raw food. Thoroughly cooked food you should have. And eat fresh vegetables, fresh fruits that should be also properly washed. that should be properly washed in warm and running water. With you can also wash with some soap solution in that also. Avoid contact with animal and animal products if you can avoid. If you are infected, stay at home, avoid contact with others, cover your nose with your nose and mouth when sneezing, keep objects and surfaces clean, wear surgical mask or cotton mask or cloth mask. And cloth mask should be double layered or triple layered, because single layer masks are not that efficient. So at least double layered or triple layered mask, cotton mask or reusable mask you can use. You can and after every 8 hours you should replace the mask, use a fresh mask, and while wearing a mask you should always wash your hands with soap and water, and then avoid touching the front portion of the mask. Don't put your mask here, because this is the contaminated area. I am seeing that most of the people are, when talking, eating, they put their mask here, and then after talking they put back on the mouth. So that's as good as not wearing the mask. So wearing proper mask is also a preventive measure that we also have to learn. But as Dr. Balu has shared, we are even not wearing proper mask. We are putting it on mouth, nose also. We are not properly covering our nose and mouth. That is most important. So these two apps are very helpful. Arogya Setu app. So you should also use this app, because it alerts you about proximity to any active COVID patient and lets you take the precautionary measures. And other app has been launched by Government of Haryana, that is known as Jan Sahayak Help Me app. This app has helped a lot of people in distress to provide them with food and other required help, whatever they required. So these are the numbers of central helpline. Number is 1075, and Haryana, for Haryana helpline number is 8558893911. So these numbers are for COVID related help if anybody needs them. So these are just response methods. So how COVID spreads? COVID spreads from infected droplets. So we should avoid touching the public surfaces in public area. Or if we do not avoid, we should use the left hand principle, non-dominant hand. Like if you are writing from, if you are a right hand person, you should use your left hand to operate doorknobs, other things, because it is more, it is avoidable to use face from your left hand than the right hand. If your right hand is dominant, most probably you will use your right hand to eat and other things. So if you use your left hand, you may be a deterrent also. And immediately, if possible, after touching public surfaces, wash your hand or disinfect your hands, because public places are most susceptible for spreading this virus. So these are some preventive measures. Frequently wash your hands 20 to 40 seconds using hand sanitizer, or soap and water is the best. If soap is water is not available, then we can use hand sanitizer. Respiratory hygiene, proper. If you are coughing, sneezing, you should use a handkerchief, or you should use your elbow. Never use your hands, because they may be exposed to some surfaces and they can cause infection. Wearing mask, goggles and gloves. It is also advisable to wear goggles also, because in some cases it is also noticed that through eyes also the coronavirus can also enter through eyes also, and it can live in eyes for quite some time. So social distancing, 2 गज की दूरी है बहुत जरूरी. Ministry of MORD, Ministry of Home Affairs has launched this campaign long before Jan Andolan also. And Prime Minister Modi ji has also focused, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has also focused that 2 gaj ki duri hai bahut zaruri. So there is no excuse. We are saying that in India is a populous country, there is a lot of population, we cannot do social distancing. No, it is quite possible. I have shared some videos where even people in village area that are cutting crops are following social distancing. So why we cannot? There is no excuse for the disease. We have to follow social distancing. Avoid public places, use online services if possible. Break the chain. If you can avoid visiting government shop, please use online services for grocery, for other your daily needs and other things. Only avoid if it is very, very necessary. You cannot avoid going to these places. Avoid public transport at all costs, because in public transport you are confined in an area for longer or period, and you are not aware that people having that are having any problem or not. So these we have discussed. So these are preventive measure for respiratory hygiene. Do use your handkerchief tissue to cover your face while coughing or sneezing. And if you don't have a handkerchief, you can use your this elbow, because hands you keep on touching hands through different surfaces, so they may be contaminated. Do not throw the used tissue immediately into a throw the used tissue immediately into a closed dustbin. Many times we are seeing that people use tissue papers, use gloves, use masks, and they throw it on the roadside. So this is equally dangerous. This is equally dangerous. We should avoid such practices. We should avoid such practices because it can also lead to spread of this virus. Do cover your sneeze into your bent arm, that I have already told. Do wash hands immediately after you have covered your sneeze or cough. So it is advisable. Do not use other ways of covering your face like pallu of sari or chunni or gamcha, because that may be exposed to droplets or other environmental conditions. Do not spit in open. Always use stip spoon or wash basin or a spitting closed bin. These are the Panch Sutras that are very necessary. Before going outside, you should make it a SOP, standard operation procedure. Please cover your face, because when you are inside the house, your hands are clean. Once you touch your outside door of the house, which may be infected, so after that you are covering your mask, the mask may be infected. So before stepping out of your home, please cover your face with your mask. It can be a cotton 3-layered cloth, 4-layer cloth, or that other surgical mask. But this is a must. Or 2 gaj ki duri you should maintain in public place or outside wherever possible. Avoid touching hands and use gestures, namaskar and other gestures, without having any physical contact. And third is washing your hands regularly or not spitting in public place. तो सार्वजनिक स्थानों पर ना थूकें. और चौथा है गर्म पानी पीते रहें. So it has been observed that hot water is also as a deterrent also for this COVID. And eat healthy and fresh food, freshly cooked food. And if you have any symptoms of fever, bukhar, khasi, और अगर breathing problem है, you have any breathing problems, you should consult your doctor and you should confine yourself so that others may not be at risk. So these are important steps which one should follow while ordering online. Okay, as I have told you that we can order online, but we have to also use some SOPs, how to protect yourself when you are ordering online. Opt for online payments. If you are opting for online payments, you don't have to hand over the cash to the person, because money, physical currency notes, they touch many hands. They may be contaminated also. So it is better to opt for online payment. Avoid exchange of cash. Do not sign any screen or any slip, because that screen or that page may be already infected or being touched by so many people. Avoid multiple family members from handling the packages. Only one person should handle the courier package, and immediately remove the outer carton and put it in a closed dustbin. Discard it in a closed dustbin. Then wash your hands and then pick up that whatever stuff you have, and then you should you use it with proper care. Best is you can put it in sunlight. If it is not perishable commodity, you can put it in sunlight for 1 day or maybe 5 to 6 hours, because UV rays are the best solution for this COVID virus. It cannot survive the exposure of UV rays. So your best bet is that you just put, if it is not perishable, अगर वो खराब होने वाली चीज नहीं है, तो उसको आप धूप में रख दें. कुछ घंटे अगर डायरेक्ट धूप लगेगी, तो वी आर इन ट्रॉपिकल कंट्री, इतनी धूप में वो वायरस डीएक्टिवेट होके खत्म हो जाएगा. तो you are not at a risk. तो ये आप फॉलो करें. आई एम फॉलोइंग इट माई सेल्फ. डोंट लेट एल्डरली पीपल विद क्रॉनिक डिजीज हैंडल द पैकेज. ये बहुत जरूरी है. जो हमारे वल्नरेबल ग्रुप है, जिनकी कोई प्री एग्जिस्टिंग डिजीजेज हैं, उनके लिए आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि वो किसी भी टाइप के आउटर जो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनको डायरेक्टली हैंडल ना करें, आउटसाइड ना जाएं, because they are more susceptible, they are more at prone to this disease. So उनका आपको प्रॉपर ध्यान रखना है. Get package kept outside your door. Don't let unnecessary persons enter your house. If it is not required, ask that person to drop the package at the door, outside the door itself. The person comes in, his shoes may be contaminated, other things, he touch your doors and other things also. Sanitize doorknobs, bells after delivery. So after sometime you should spray or use disinfectant on your but be cautious while using, because these are electrical. If you are using on a doorbell, these are electrical equipments. Don't use too much of spray, otherwise it can cause you electric shock also. Keep a safe distance and just use that minimum spray, or just use that sanitizer. Avoid contact with the delivery staff. Discard outer packaging in the bin. Wash your hands immediately with the soap. That is a must. And how to disinfect fruits and vegetables. These are many questions I am seeing daily in press, and daily people are also asking when I am also conducting the webinars, how to disinfect or use vegetables. And so wash and scrub under running water. You can also use mild detergent and just rub them in the detergent and immediately wash them. Don't soak them for longer time, otherwise the chemicals of the detergent may also seep in the vegetables. Just keep them for some time and just wash them by rubbing, wash them in running water. So this is the best for fresh vegetables. And about milk cartons, wash milk pouches with soap and water immediately. Wipe clean milk cartons with a sanitizer. It is best to wash with soap and water. Because sanitizer, you are not always sure. Is it good or it is bad? But soap and water is 100% sure solution. So that is going to work 100%. Discard milk carton pouches after emptying in a closed bin. Meats and non-vegetable, non-veg. It is better if you can avoid the non-vegetarian, or if you cannot avoid, so dispose outer pack, wash them thoroughly and cook them. Never use undercooked or raw meat because it can cause you infection. Home essentials, wipe clean with a sanitizer, dispose any outer package. So this is must. If you are ordering bread or other things, so you should disinfect the outer surface with the help of a sanitizer. Okay. So these, what is the vulnerable group? So these should be also should be part of our COVID preventive measures awareness. Older adults having that are having age above 60 or 50, 55, 60 years. So they should avoid visiting crowded places out. It's better if they stay home. People having medical condition like diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, kidney disease, cancer, because COVID attacks on other vital organs also and can cause problems. So if you have a pre-existing disease, then there is always more chances of getting infected. So these people should keep extra care. Pregnant women are also in high risk groups. So they should better take care. So this is about the suspect and contacts that have been already discussed. And most of the people are asymptomatic. So if you are feeling something, some mild fever, or even if you are having running nose and you are feeling down, so it is better to wear your mask. Always wear your mask if you are better or if you are feeling somewhat uneasy also. So mask is better for yourself and others also. It is your courtesy towards your society. It's a new behavior norm. If you are not wearing mask, that means you are rude to the society. So if you don't want to be rude and you want to be good and polite, so always wear mask. That is you are showing a respect to the community itself. So as Dr. Balu has discussed, don't wear mask for a fine. Wear mask as a responsibility towards your nation. Wear mask as a commitment towards your community to spread and break the chains, to curtail the spread of this virus. So these are just home quarantine tips that we have discussed earlier also. So we don't have to stigmatize also, because if somebody is having COVID, we say, oh, he is having COVID. So it is nothing, and we should not stigmatize, because that person is not willingly having that thing. It is a disease; it can happen to anyone. So we should have sympathy, apathy, and we should take proper caution, and we should follow our behavior responsibly. That's the main thrust of this Jan Andolan. Be yourself committed to this wearing mask, personal hygiene, and having physical distance. So these we have already discussed, precautions. So these are the different points I like to mention. So I would like to have your questions if there are any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kamaldeep, for adding with this. There was one major there was one day, though everyone is being aware of these proper behaviors of COVID-19, even though but people are not ready to follow. We need to have a social distancing, we need to wear a mask, and we have to wash the hand. But people are not following. What to do? How we can ensure it? That was the major question or common question which is raised by many people. Would you like to answer it?
Yeah, Dr. Balu, as I said, this is a behavioral etiquette.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Actually,
Am I audible?
you see the guidelines which is being given by this government of India. Every time when we are coming up with lockdown and or unlocking, there is a system of fine with the people.
Yes.
We have to impose the fine. Like that is the one way we can ensure that people are maintaining a social distancing or following the norms. And another thing, it's a behavior change which requires a lot of time for the people to change themselves. So we need to implement some behavioral change communications. So it's already being done by various organizations, and that will also help us to ensure all the people to follow such behaviors. But it will take some time. And the people, we also need to show certain video cases, how these people who are infected were suffering, how the infected people were suffering by this COVID-19, so that when the people see such incidents, see how the people are suffered, then they will start changing their behavior. Unless they start experiencing or they didn't see, the people won't change their behavior. So let us also promote some videos so that will help the people to change their behaviors. Any other questions from the participant side? Would you like to share any point, Dr. Kamaldeep sir? Otherwise, we can.
I have some videos to show, as you are saying.
You are not audible.
Hello.
You are not audible, sir.
Hello. Now I'm audible. Hello.
Let me check what happened. Okay, so overall there is no much question. Otherwise, let us wind up this program. And before winding the program, I will share the attendance link. And the attendance link has been shared. The people who have participated, you can register. So overall, to conclude it, of course, we know that now we are going to become in normal situation, and we need to experience this new normal. So when because the transport will be resumed, almost it's resumed, and 100% they are going to reopen the transport also, and the schools are also about to reopen now. The SOPs were also provided, and another side we are also having a lot of festivals. So we cannot avoid going out of the home, and we cannot avoid travel. So how we are going to protect ourselves from this COVID-19? So that's the reason the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has launched a campaign, Jan Andolan, and he started the campaign with tweet, right? And so various initiatives were taken by various ministries as well as educational institutions. So now we have seen a lot of proper behaviors from this session, and it's all our responsibility to educate our people, educate our society, especially our children. So many times we are ready to follow it, but others are not. So when we then it will come from their society will be changed, right? So overall, again, I'd like to important points: maintaining a social distancing, wearing of mask, and washing our hands frequently, and avoiding going to crowded places. And if you are going, you need to follow the message which is being discussed in this. Let's find up the question if any. Dr. Kamaldeep would like to add here any points?
Hello, Dr. Balu.
You're not able to, Kamaldeep. I don't know what is the.
Hello. Oh,
Okay,
hello.
anyhow, I don't, you have some technical issue, I think. Your voice is not audible. So anyhow, on behalf of Child-Centered Disaster Risk Reduction Center, National Institute of, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the Haryana Institute of Rural Development and the coordinator, Dr. Kamdeep Sangwan, and the director, HARD, R.K. Mehta sir, for giving their valuable time in this webinar. And I also extend my sincere gratitude to Professor Santosh Kumar sir for giving opening remarks in this session. And I also extend my gratitude to our Honorable Executive Director Manoj Kumar Bindal sir. And also I thank Dr. Kumar Raka and my own colleague Mr. Rajan Kumar for providing the backdrop support to smoothly conduct this webinar. So once again, I thank all the participants and the panelists and the coordinators on behalf of NIDM and Haryana Institute of Rural Development. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. R.K. Mehta sir and Kamaldeep sir.